Hi to everybody who's watching. This is Gacheni, the host of Conversation with Gacheni podcast on YouTube. There's a video currently trending on social media about a man literally shitting on a woman's mouth. And that woman is opening her mouth and then the shit comes in like an ice cream machine. Now that man is an Arab man and the woman is a black woman. Why the race is important there? Because of some Arab men, or most, it's a general consensus, they look down on black women and they have that notion where they treat women like assets, for instance. But now, let's go to the human eating poo. Now, some people call it fetish. That is not fetish, that is witchcraft. It's beyond, it's a cult. Now, when you let somebody shit on your mouth, you are selling your soul. You are sacrificing your soul, your purity, your essence, your innocence, who you are. You never come back. You never go back to who you are again. That thing, it's beyond. So now, how does it benefit? Some people ask, how does it benefit the man that is doing the shitting? It benefits him in so many ways. But the primary thing is, it feeds into his dark power, into his dark energy. It gives him power. It gives him dominance spiritually in the dark space. That's how he benefits. For the woman, it destroys his soul. Now, some people who have lost their soul, you can look at those people, no matter how beautiful they are, no matter the makeup they use, but when you look deep into their eyes, they are empty within. Within their soul, they are empty. And that thing, when you come back to South Africa from Dubai, for instance, you come back, your whole life is messed up. Unamashwa namashwangusha unobumnyama unobumdaka nje, and even a traditional healer won't be able to help you, because there are two kinds of iztrito. There are iztrito normally that you can go spells. When I talk about iztrito, that you can go and wash in the river, wash in the beach, then you're okay. But there are those that are a sacrifice, a soul spiritual sacrifice, that a person needs to come forward to you and admit that I've done this sacrifice A, B, C, D, and lay down her cards on the table, because now you want to penetrate your soul and be able to save her from that. But some, they do not come back from that. So there are a number of incidents whereby people, they take it very lightly when it comes to that. Because one, when you analyze spiritually the human poo, when you dream human poo, when you dream eating human poo, when you dream being covered in human poo, when you dream stepping on human poo or seeing a human poo in a tub, for instance, that means or that means it's a spell. You need to go to a healer and help you remove it. So a poo, naturally, spiritually, even if you see it in a dream, it resembles something that is dark, something that is a dark shadow that needs cleansing. So it represents a spell. So it's much worse now when you eat it. That's a different ball game. That's why I'm saying this, a person can never come back from that. Now, going further, some people don't realize this soul sacrificing act. For instance, sleeping with your daughter, sleeping with your father, with your son, sleeping with your mother, sleeping with your brother or your sister. Those are soul sacrificing deeds. And once you do those deeds, they are equal to the poo in standard. You're never coming back from that. And some, they do that in their state of drunkenness. Some, they initiate that. We can never blame brothers or sisters, mothers or fathers. Yes, there are acts where one party is dominant to the other, but some are, they are consent. I remember there's a person in my village, I won't name. It was an open secret to the whole village that the guy was sleeping with his mother. The guy is over 40. I think he's 40 or 41 this year. It was an open secret from 5 years back that he was sleeping with his mother and it was consensual. So those things, both of them, the soul is gone there, is gone. So now, at the first instance, when that was happening at the beginning, one was sacrificing with the other. Now they both in the same dark space. That's the thing. So others will say, okay, at a certain year I slept with my son as a mother, and then I had to be saved and ask for God for forgiveness, etc., etc. But let me tell you one thing. Just welcoming God in your heart and admit that you need saving, it's not enough. When you have slept with your sibling, when you have slept with your mother, brother, etc. It takes a lot. you might not come back. It is equally the same as eating human poo. And some people have slept with dogs. Guys, you hear guys shagging a dog. You hear women allowing a dog to eat them or lick them, whatever the case is. Those are human soul sacrifices, but we don't understand, we don't grasp that concept. So there are a number of these human sacrifices that we don't pay attention to, that we just dismiss them as evil, but we don't go deep to the demonic side. Because you will be looking at your friend, beautiful as she is, or handsome as he is, and he says all the right words, he has all the right positive personalities, but deep down when you look at that person, his soul is empty, done, dusted. So some people will do anything for money, and they are prepared to lose their soul in the process, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. The pity thing about that is that it will affect, if you are living with your partner, it will affect your partner that is innocent, because you're going to change your partner. If you are living with your kids, it will affect your kids. If you are living with your parents, it will affect your parent. So it's never only you involved when you have lost your soul. You are in the business now of capturing more souls, sacrificing more souls. That's why you see, even on Instagram, even on Twitter, women pimping other women, to Nigerian guys, to Dubai guys, etc., etc. So in a nutshell, that's it. There's something I wanted to touch. Yes, I forgot. What is it? Before I forget, there's a point. I'm sorry. There's a point I wanted to touch on. Let me, before I end this video. So a lot of women, sometimes they sell their soul unknowingly. But in the end, they will know that that sex that happened with that guy, or that act that happened with that guy, it caused me to lose my soul. But they won't admit that they've lost their soul, but they know it in the middle or after some time. So what I wanted to touch on as well, some guys, they will invite you to a hotel, have drinks, etc., 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 and then these guys will just sleep next to you and not do anything and give you lots of money. And some, they will just do oral sex and pee on you and give you a lot of money. But you don't understand. You find it strange. Why so-and-so is giving me so much money? What did I do? But you don't understand. At that particular time, there's something that guy did in penetrating your soul while he was sleeping next to you. And unfortunately, women are at a greater danger because of some of these women. They cannot pick up these guys, because these guys, they are well off. Some they are decent guys driving nice cars. They talk a good game. So you will never ever suspect that this person at that particular night in the hotel, even though we didn't have sex, but because of I slept next to him and he gave me so much money after, you will be grateful with that, but you will not realize that he was sacrificing and penetrating your soul. So some people, it's very easy. So I need women and men, be careful, and be extra cautious, and know your partner, and know this woman you're approaching, know this guy you're approaching. Do not rush into entanglement and other stuff. Analyze spiritually, because a lot of people nowadays, and social media has allowed a normality of deep, dark things to prevail. And we think it's normal, and we preach them as normal. And some people are gaslighting us and saying that, no, everything is spiritual, blah, blah, blah. Those guys, they don't know any better. They are just gaslighting us because they hate the depth of the spiritual talk. So they hate to confront their demons. So what do? They will think that you are inferior. They position themselves as superior. They will think we are pambana. That's where the gaslight is. We must talk about this thing. We must have an open discussion. Sex is very dangerous, especially with somebody you don't know. Thokoza Kamago. Please do subscribe to my channel, Conversation with Kakeni, on YouTube, and share the word and spread the message. Kamago.